If you ever tried Gutenberg, there's nothing so annoying than a missing setting within Gutenberg itself. You need to use a custom CSS somewhere just to make it work like you want to. But this block tries to change it all. And it's called UnBlock. UnBlock promises to be the blocks without boundaries. A single block that becomes any element. This is quite funny because GreenShift has it also with a GreenShift light or a green light block. You can style it, script it, and feed the data all inside of the editor. And during my 90-minute test, we tried to recreate this section. It has everything that you need from a website. It has a navigation button, a title, and a loop grid. And this was the result we got in approximately 90 minutes. We have the hero section and we have the loop grid. It was quite easy to build. Now, for the page builder itself, we can go in here and say edit page. And if we look at the section, there's nothing very exciting going on, right? It looks like the front end. If we hit the plus icon, if you're not used to Gutenberg, that's how you see all the elements that are available or all the blocks. And we click section. We see that there's a panel below here where we have the HTML, the CSS, and also the JavaScript available. Now, the fun thing is, if you want to add a class, you can do that easily right here. So for all you folks who are already accustomed to something like WP or even CodePen, you can use this without any hesitation. You can add a selector, for instance, dot section, hit enter, and you see that I already made a class called section and it has added it. If you want to make other changes, for instance, we want to add a background of red, we can do that. It's very easy to use, and if you're a little bit of a HTML CSS developer, then you know how to use this panel. But if you're afraid of showing this and using this, you can just remove it, and you have the options to click on the right hand side. You can see that you have all the options available for the padding. Do you want pixels? Do you want rems? You can type in anything you like. You can even type in 10ch, which stands for characters. You do need to know a little bit how that works, but that's fine. You can also use variables like you can see here. And I also added my own variables. Now, where do you go and add those variables yourself? Well, if you look at the top right, you see the U. If you click that, you see all the selectors that we've created during our 90-minute test. And you see the hero section right here. We see that we have the tools, we have the HTML in there. We can put in any selectors. Next is the variables. I've used Core Framework to create those variables and imported everything perfectly. These are the standard values that I use. Then you have the add rules, the fonts that are used on the sites for Canon and Open Sans. And we have the CSS parser. In here, you can paste in anything like your custom CSS framework, and it will import everything in the right tab. If you're missing something, for instance, the attributes, you can add them as well. Secondly, if you want to create loops, as you saw earlier, we can do that. If we go to the staircase right here, we see that we have a loop element. Now, I was wondering if we see that loop element. Sometimes a builder does that, right? It wraps the loop inside of a loop wrapper. But in here, that's not the case. We see that we have a clean section. We have our div, which has a grid. Then we have the article directly. And actually above the article, that's where the loop should be. And it's not visible in here. So that's really nicely done. Also, we see that the classes really match with what we have in the backend as well. I do see that here's ZWP reveal and revealed. And I don't know what that is for. So there are some classes that I don't understand yet. But if we look at tools card, and that sort of things, I've added those. They are just like the ones that I've made. I can also see what kind of CSS is in there. So it directly corresponds with what I've added. I know what it is, I know where it is, and I can make those changes. Just like some other builders that hide your class and you can't make changes to a specific class or don't know where the settings are set. And if you'd like to, you can try UnBlock for free. You can try it live. Secondly, what's very important is that you have all kinds of documentation available. Luckily, they have you covered. All in all, I myself am very excited in seeing this tool grow. I like that it is integrated in Gutenberg and that it uses a very kind of native feeling. People just like me who like to touch the HTML, CSS and make those changes very specifically, I think this is a very awesome way to go. Now, UnblockWP doesn't come without its little bit of struggles. And if you want to find out more, you can watch this live stream right here. And if you want to join me next week, you can join this live stream, because then we're going to look at BlockMCP. It's a new tool that allows you to create blocks within WordPress via the MCP. I'm very excited to try that one out. And as always, thank you for watching and keep designing.